And when intelligence is done right, it becomes tangible, expressed through our products. What you're about to see is the most direct and decisive expression of the direction we set, translating our vision into design, performance, and experience. I am excited to present to you the new X-Trail and Rogue Hybrid e-Power. With this vehicle, we bring intelligence and electrification to where it matters most: everyday family mobility. By applying our unique e-Power hybrid system to Nissan's most popular SUVs, we're making refined, electrified driving more accessible. E-Force all-wheel drive delivers stability and control in all driving conditions, and ProPilot enhances safety and comfort. With these advanced features, the new X-Trail and Rogue will offer smooth, EV-like acceleration paired with quiet confidence for everyday driving and long journeys. And here is the all-new JUKE. It is agile, compact, and unmistakably Nissan. JUKE EV carries personality and emotion, showing that intelligence and character belong together. Always bold, always distinctive, and now fully electric. But our vision goes beyond relevance. It is about inspiration. Nissan Xterra returns for those who value authenticity and capability. Built for real adventure with body-on-frame strength and purpose-driven design. And finally, a name that represents the origin and soul of Nissan, Skyline, a reimagined icon of Japanese engineering and driving passion with performance and precision. This is how our portfolio strategy comes to life, anchored in profitability and built around a leaner, stronger lineup. We are executing this strategy in two ways. First, we will streamline our model lineup from 56 to 45 models, exiting low-performing products and reinvesting in growth. At the same time, we will expand powertrain options within each model, giving customers greater choice. Second, we are concentrating development on 3 product families, which will cover more than 80% of our volume. This focus optimizes investment, accelerates development, and improves our ability to respond to market demand. To ensure this approach delivers results, we begin with clear roles that define every model's purpose. At the center of our portfolio are heartbeat models. These are the vehicles that represent the essence of Nissan, carrying emotion and heritage while advancing innovation. Heartbeat models include vehicles like the award-winning Leaf, the Fair Lady Z, and Patrol. Next are core models, including X-Trail and Rogue, Note, Sylphy, and Qashqai. These vehicles sustain the business while delivering scale and loyalty in the most popular segments. Growth models like El Grande and Sakura allow targeted expansion, responding to emerging demand and where Nissan can play a distinctive role. Supplementing these priority categories are partner models, such as Micra, Frontier Pro, and NX8. These extend our reach through disciplined collaboration, protecting efficiency while keeping strategic market coverage intact. The vehicles we have unveiled today show what discipline looks like when intent is clear and every model serves a purpose. Skyline is a heartbeat model, a symbol of Japanese engineering and driving performance infused with raw emotion. Xterra comes back to the US as a heartbeat model shaped by customer demand and grounded in authentic adventure. X-Trail and Rogue e-Power Hybrid are global core models bringing our best technologies to the core of the market. JUKEEV is a core model for Europe, a rule-breaking vehicle that pushes culture forward through design that dares to define convention again. These vehicles reflect a portfolio built on focus, clarity, and purpose, not on chasing segments or competitors. Infinity remains a powerful asset that we will cultivate and expand. The QX65 is our first proof point, combining strong design, technology, and driving experience. It is followed by 4 new models with diverse powertrain options, including a new midsize hybrid SUV, a performance-oriented V6 sedan, and 2 large hybrid frame-based SUVs. Together with the award-winning QX80, Infinity will have a full lineup that returns the brand to full strength. Our ambition for Infinity is simple: to deliver truly one-of-a-kind driving experiences, distinctive within the premium market.
With a structured portfolio, every model has a clear role, and clarity takes the form of a new brand promise for Nissan: Dare Beyond. Dare is a mindset to challenge the status quo. Beyond is a discipline to go further than anyone expects. Together, Dare Beyond is how we bring the distinctive into everyday life. The new brand promise reflects Nissan DNA. We believe progress matters when it is ahead of its time and accessible to a larger audience. We dare to create products with character and purpose, designed to grow smarter and more intuitive over time, and build with durability, quality, and reliability people trust. This promise also defined who we design for: people who believe tomorrow can be better than today, optimistic people. And it extends beyond the vehicle. Dare Beyond means thinking beyond cars, towards ecosystem, energy, and society, recognizing the role of mobility plays in how people live and connect. Of course, the conviction begins from inside the company. Nissan is moving forward with clarity of direction, shared priorities, and confidence. This conviction will make us stronger to compete. This conviction extends also to Infinity Promise and Belong, which brings to life truly distinctive and premium experience. Then, with clarity in what we build and our clear promise to customer, our market strategy becomes equally strategic, assigning distinct roles to each market in delivering our objectives. We organize our market strategy around lead markets with defined roles. Lead markets are Japan, the United States, and China, each carrying a dual responsibility. First, they drive performance as a market, delivering volume, profitability, and brand strengths where Nissan has the greatest scale and relevance. Second, they create competitiveness for the rest of the world, providing product, technology, and industrial capability that can be leveraged globally. Japan. For Japan, our near-term priority is clear. After a low point last summer, momentum is returning to late 2024 levels, with a market share that has been achieved in March close to 11%. Customers are returning to our showroom and website, drawn by new models. Looking ahead, our strategy in Japan rests on 3 pillars. First pillar, Japan will lead in autonomous driving technologies and new mobility services, including robotaxi. I'm happy to share that the next generation ProPilot will debut on the new L ground by the end of 2027. Second pillar, product dimension. We are reinforcing, as Ivan said, our heritage nameplates, such as Skyline, L Grand, Patrol, and we will expand SUV model with Kicks e-Power and Murano. For 2028, we will introduce an efficiently developed compact car series to close portfolio gaps. Pillar number 3 is customer expansion. Younger customers represent a clear opportunity that we will address through the right product and a clearer communication. What is our ambition? Our ambition is to restore strength in our home market, targeting annual sales of 550,000 units by fiscal year 2030, while reinforcing Japan's role as the benchmark for the company. Second lead market, United States. In US, we are competing in one of the toughest markets. And we are pleased to see that Nissan has been the fastest growing brand in the US for 6 straight months, with retail share rising every month. In 15 months, our share increased by 45%, with models like Pathfinder up 45% or Frontier up 48%. SUV leadership is the backbone of our strategy. And the product momentum will begin with the next generation of Rogue, introducing hybrid e-Power technology in the largest segment. But this is not only. We will further reinforce leadership in capability-driven SUVs with V6 hybrid powered body on frame models, including the return of Xterra as part of the new US-produced frame family. This segment SUV will receive major enhancements with retaining V6 option, which matters to customers seeking performance and comfort. On EV, our EV strategy remains flexible, allowing us to adapt to the market demand and policy evolution while maintaining a disciplined investment. And Infiniti, as it was said, will be revitalized through a steady cadence of new and refreshed models, including hybrids, with a full lineup restoring confidence in the brand. Localization. Localization is a critical enabler. US localization is around 60% today, with an ambition to reach 80% over time. This strengthens competitiveness, improves cost resilience, and reduces exposure to tariff and policy volatility. What is the ambition in US? Our ambition is to reach 1 million units of annual volume by fiscal year 2030, driven by stronger mix and investment where returns are the highest. Lead market number 3, China. In China, we continue to execute our domestic strategy, strengthening local relevance through new energy vehicles and the light commercial vehicle lineup. That execution is already translating into performance. In the first quarter of this year, we deliver 7% year-on-year growth, even if the market is tough and declining. Since the launch, N7 has sold over 50,000 units. N6 has reached nearly 5% segment share. And the new China gained segment share in Q1. At the same time, China becomes a global innovation and export hub, leveraging speed, cost discipline, and advanced battery electric and hybrid vehicle capability. For 2026, the China export strategy becomes a new lever for Nissan. The first wave of exports include N7 and Frontier Pro. N7 will begin exports to Latin America and ASEAN, marking the first step of extending accessible electrification beyond China. Frontier Pro will be exported more broadly to Latin America, ASEAN, and the Middle East. Strategically expanded electrification and reinforcing Nissan global pickup presence in markets where capability and durability matter. On top, additional models will follow, including the new NX8. Together, this program reinforces China's dual roles as a highly competitive domestic market and global hub for innovation and export. Ambition? The ambition for China sales is 1 million units by fiscal year 2030. Next week, you will hear more as we have the pleasure to have Auto China in Beijing. Then another category, highly valued market. Mexico and Middle East are highly valued market. Mexico delivers both scale and earnings. It holds our highest global market share across pickup, sedan, and compact segment, led by models like Versa, Midnight, and complemented by sourcing from China. Middle East is also a highly valued market, with a share of 11% in the Gulf alone. Going forward, we will accelerate growth through high-value segment and SUV that will come from the lead markets. Patrol, Pathfinder, X-Trail, Kicks, Midnight, and Infinity. And it will be complemented by selective sourcing coming from China. Then, the remainder of Nissan's markets are positioned to extend reach and support expansion, leveraging capabilities from the lead markets and our partnership strategy. To start, Europe. Europe plays a critical role as a central platform for electrification, including e-Power, anchored in its EV manufacturing footprint, and partnership ecosystem with Renault. Then, India and Africa. India and Africa are positioned for long-term market development, focused on building relevance and presence as demand evolves. supported by expanded SUV lineup with 3 new models aimed at first-time buyers. Oceania. Oceania is a mature market with a strong pipeline of product renewals, including more focused SUV and pickup lineup. Our goal is to deliver more for our customer and ensure consistent profitability. ASEAN remains an important part of our global footprint. Building on the all-new Kicks e-Power, we will expand e-Power and selectively introduce also new energy vehicle over time. In LATAM, our ambition is to sustain momentum in growing markets like Brazil. This is reflected in our aggressive product strategy, renewing 40% of the portfolio by the end of 2026, and nearly all by the end of 2027. So to conclude, taking together, lead markets on core performance, highly valued markets build momentum, and our broader footprint secured Nissan scale.
As our portfolio sharpens, our industrial model must evolve with it, moving from incremental change to a fundamental redesign. This is where the Nissan product family strategy reshapes how we develop, source, and produce vehicles. We start with development. We are organizing development around clearly defined vehicle families, building speed into the process from the start. Standardized architectures, shared components, and common toolkits allow the teams to work in parallel rather than model by model. As a result, development time is already down 40%, with time to market reduced to as little as 30 months. These gains are sustainable because they are built into the system. The same discipline applies to sourcing. By concentrating volume within product families, we increase commonality across models while preserving differentiation where customers feel it. This reduces variation and cost at scale and supports our targets, which are a 20% reduction in part count and a 70% reduction in parts complexity. Making these decisions early improves cost, quality, and timing, while cross-regional sourcing increases scale and efficiency. Production follows the same logic. Moving from model-by-model plant assignment to family-based production allows us to consolidate models into fewer plants, reduce duplicated investments, and improve efficiency. Manufacturing assets are used more consistently, flexibility increases, and product intent is more closely aligned with the industrial execution, supporting our goal of 100% plant utilization under Nissan. The result is a more stable and predictable industrial system, where cost discipline starts early and speed and quality strengthen each other. From FY28, we will deliver our new frame family in the United States and a compact family in Japan following this foundation. The outcome is clear. We will increase volume per model by more than 30%, strengthening competitiveness across the full product lifecycle. Our last strategic pillar is partnerships. These help us complement our efforts across product and industrial collaboration, technology, and services to enhance Nissan's core capabilities. In product and industrial cooperation, we work improving value-creating ways. This includes continued projects with our long-standing alliance partners and also with our joint venture partner in China. With Renault, we have launched the new Micra in Europe and Gravite in India in FY25, and we have already announced Tecton for India coming very soon. With Mitsubishi Motors, we have introduced 3 models in FY25. The Navara pickup in Australia, the Rogue plug-in hybrid in the US, and the Roox K-Car in Japan, supported by Mitsubishi for production. At the same time, we are extending partnerships into new areas. In technology, partnerships accelerate advanced capabilities, from intelligence and software to electrification and next-generation products, while the architectural control and brand identity remain firmly within Nissan. One example is our collaboration with Wave that applies advanced AI to autonomous driving, strengthening ProPilot and our wider autonomy roadmap. Mobility services follow the same disciplined approach. In Japan, we are working with municipalities and transportation operators to deploy mobility services in real-world environments. We have also announced a collaboration with Wave and Uber to accelerate autonomous mobility services at scale. This is our partnership model: focused, strategic, and built to scale Nissan the right way. Ultimately, the measure of all of this is the experience we create for customers and the value for our communities. Because trust is not built in our plans, but in how naturally Nissan fits into everyday life. Every choice we have made across portfolio, markets, industrial strategy, and partnerships serves that purpose, making Nissan simpler to choose, easier to live with, and stronger over time. Re-Nissan remains our priority this year because strong fundamentals are what makes great experiences credible and consistent. Our vision adds a clear path and purpose that brings those fundamentals to life. This is where it all comes together. Strategy becomes human. Technology is felt rather than explained, and Nissan delivers what it stands for: mobility intelligence for everyday life. Thank you very much.